Okay guys, Gnoblar here, and welcome back to part 3 of my Island of Blood starter set for Warhammer Fantasy Battles 8th edition review. We've already seen the core review about the books and the pamphlets that come in the box. Part 2 is about the High Elf miniatures, so let's crack on with the Skaven. There's quite a few more of these guys, so I might have to do a bit more detail on the characters for you. This is the Warlord. Again, really crisp details on that. The front of his torso is missing, his chest and his arms, so this is just kind of the back of the model. No weapons, that kind of thing. Tail going back there. Skaven symbol, flare, warpfire kind of torch on his chain to his back. Really aggressive forward lurching post. He's on kind of a, that's cool, he's on a high elf themed scenic base. Turn it over for you. Similar thing, that torch on his back is actually seems to be chained to his neck, which is cool. Bit of a pot belly going on, that's nice. So let's have a look at the torso section, which will clip onto his front. Oh, me likey a long time. That is beautiful. Look at those weapons. Oh, I'm guessing that's a halberd, and it's a fine ass halberd. And that meat cleaver with sculpted, I'll try and get the glare away. Oh yeah, hell yeah, just all kinds of yes. That Warlord is an awesome model. Again, a lot of the detail sculpted on. Yeah, grain in the wood on the halberd, sculpted on. Stunning. I think that's the only Skaven model on this sprue. The rest of it was the High Elf Griffin, so we'll move on. So that's your Warlord. Sprue number 2. Mostly High Elves on this one. It's the Reavers, it's a couple of Spearmen and a couple of Swordmasters. But I do see some bits for what I'm guessing is the Engineer. Pistol again. Really good detail on that. One kind of piece model. So we've got the front of his chest that's missing with the head and his right arm. That'll be kicking around somewhere. I'm looking for it on this sprue whilst you guys look at that. And I can't see it, so never mind. We'll find him in a minute. Flip side of it. So he's got banner kicking around as well somewhere. I'm looking, guys. Okay, it might. The second half of this model might be on a different sprue. It might be that. Maybe it's not though. Apologies, guys. Like I say, everything on these sprues is all over the shop. Okay, well that looked to be the body of your Engineer. So we'll come back to that. Let's have a look at this sprue, which it is mainly your Skaven. So this guy's clearly for your Poisoned Wind mortar. He's pretty cool. Or is he? Or is he just a musician with a drum? No, sorry, he's just a musician and a drum. So let's have a look at Clan Rats. Again, really nice detail. Loads of different poses. I can't see one in the same pose. He looks more like a Storm Vermin to me, which is kick-ass. He rocks. Unit Champion, maybe? Again, really good detail on the inside of the shield there with the wood grain. Armor plates on his feet. Shins. They're looking good. Again, he looks badass. Bit of a totem on his tail. Really good armor everywhere. They look aggressive, which is good, which is how Skaven should look. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these. Really impressed. What else have we got? A couple of few details. A bell with a rat on it, that's cool. So that's clear for a musician. Another few guys, more slave looking maybe. No helmets, he looks a bit dopey. Too much warp stone for him probably. Okay, now here's your Poisoned Wind mortar. Really love those gas masks. And again, the detail, bit of a wheelie carrying it along on. And extra ammunition on the back of this guy. I'll flip him over. There's more details on this side. So yeah, you can see the robes. He's a bit buff for a Skaven, to be honest. Again, really good detail. Quite a plain looking mortar, but to be honest, they're not. I suppose they don't have the forges that all the other races have available to them. That looks to be the other half of it. So quite similar, quite plain, robe action, strapped to his back. Let's see if I can find some other bits and bobs. Yeah, there's a bit of a warp fire thrower action. That front guy looks mental. He just looks... Oh, that's cool. That is cool. The guy at the back looks really hard done by because he didn't get to hold the gun. Gutted. That is a really good detail on that. The cable taking the warp fire through to the nozzle. Not seeing the rest of it. So let's move on to the rat ogres. One of the... Oh, they are nice. Look at the size of it. That is amazing sculpting. Whoever sculpted these rat ogres, and these figures in general, they're thumbs up to them. Hand missing off the rat ogre there, replaced by kind of a, I don't know, an ogre butcher kind of tyrant weapon. Looks kind of similar to that. It's got some kind of what's the word? Tubing, piping coming off the front of his forearm there. Canister on his back, head missing, something strapped to his back. Scales on his shoulders, mutating, going down to kind of a furry, like muscly, furry look, and an absolutely massive fist. Good pose. And then here's the back. Again, shredded, kind of matted fur. That's where the rest of the cabling goes. So that's clearly leading up to the canister that's on his back, keeping him pumped up. That is cool. Let's have a look at one of the other rat ogres. Well, the other rat ogre. Bit of a lurking, what's the word? Gorilla kind of look to him, stitched together. That is nice detail on his chest. Just, oh, this guy's seen some operating theatres. Yeah, just pieced together from bits of other ogres and trolls and stuff, I guess. Really cool. Armour plating on his fists there. Again, massive arms. Really adding to like the sheer bruteness of these models. Really impressed. The back of that one is back on this sprue. So again, loads more carving on it. Really nice Skaven symbology. Not too shabby. Really good all the way through. Even backs of the legs and muscles on the feet. They've done a good job. Nothing has been kind of left to chance or to half-arsed sculpting. It's all good. Moving on to the other sprues. Again, most of these guys are just clan rats. To me, I could be wrong. Again, look, not one of those guys has the same shield. Really, and facial poses. Look at them. Brilliant. Just brilliant variety in this set. These guys look a bit more haggard, less armour, a bit more kind of plague monkey-esque. You could probably do them up as. Running out of time. That guy's got a rat on his back. How cool is that? And again, look as if they're more slaves of the horde as opposed to the unit champions. It looks to be just clan rats on that one. And I guess in this one, here's a couple of weapons that the Skaven have. Like just mangled. But again, they are nice looking spears, halberdy type things. Just a sharp piece of metal in the middle there. Beautiful. Again, this one's the same. I think this one's just clan rats. Yeah, the dude on the rat. So I think this sprue is duplicated, maybe. At least some of the sculpting on it is. Okay, I'm going to try and find this engineer for you. No, it's a half. Sorry guys, I've got 20 seconds to find an engineer. I'm going to fail. Epic fail. No, it's just too damn big, guys. Sorry, well, anyway, sorry about that. 10 minutes up on YouTube. It's a fantastic value set, loads of models, really impressed with the sculpting. I may do a fourth and final video just with my verdict. Cheers guys!